E aí galerinha do canal, beleza? Victor Hernani aqui, do canal Hernani Show, trazendo mais um episódio de Game of Thrones aqui, hein? Vamos continuar com mira em Porto Real, onde a gente parou no último episódio. Carta da mãe, tem maravilha. Ler. Vamos ver.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Eita, basicamente pedir ajuda, né? Complicado isso. Complicado. Bateram na porta, né? Batidos na porta. Batidos na porta.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Vou deixar o maluco entrar. É trabalhador humilde. Trabalhador humilde, Maluco, tudo que eu me lembro da série. Não dá pra confiar em criança. Estou bem, estou bem.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Sou a criada dela.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Interessante.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. But I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Interessante isso que ele falou.
Good night, milady.
Boa noite, meu jovem trabalhador. Eita, a Margaret tá bonita aí. Também. Essa atriz é muito bonita, hein? Você é louco?
Come, there's something we must discuss.
Não sei o nome dela.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Vamos falar na cara, vamos falar meio disfarçado.
But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can
Cara,
say,
esse jogo é muito bom, velho. Tá me deixando nessa drama aí que tá me envolvendo bastante. Ai, que triste.
Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Vai lá. Valeu. E o salão é pequeno, né? Demora só uns 3 dias pra chegar lá.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Nossa. O Tyrion e a Cersei.
You can do this.
Bora.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark.
Nossa, velho, fica em silêncio aqui que tipo, esse jogo é muito legal. Eles eram nossos guardiões.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. I take it this is the kind of loyalty the king can expect from you. If you have any loyalty at all.
Eita, eu acho que
Is your
respondi mal,
house
hein?
willing to swear fealty to your new liege
Claro.
lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled. Yes. Forrester Ironwood is highly
Desculpe,
sought after in
galerinha.
the Seven
Uma
Kingdoms.
tosse
So I'm told.
alérgica.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Eita, não falei nada, esqueci. Eu não decidi.
Well, nothing perhaps. It's hard to tell either way.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Rainha Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person who you serve, what would you do
Cara,
I'm sure she
Let the
would.
girl answer the question.
sou leal a Margaret.
I must choose Marjorie.
Dane-se.
I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already. Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on secret
Caraca,
arrangements for the
velho.
wedding. Of
Ah,
course
vou
you
conversar aqui que esse diálogo acho que vai ser meio inútil. É o seguinte, ó. Deixa um gostei aí, comentem, compartilhem. Porque esse jogo é magnífico. Eu que tava jogando aqui, né? E eu fico assim, cara, prestando atenção na legenda. E tipo, de vez em quando, eita, tem que responder, tá ligado? E aí, ó, tipo isso, né? Ele é muito bonito. Coloca isso de volta no lugar.
We're just having a bit of fun. It's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him.
Não com Joffrey.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Porra, ela quer que seja criada, velho.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and... What are you doing?
É, foi ela ali, velho.
Well,
I tried to move them back, my lady.
Pô,
This is
Sara,
not a game.
te dedurei.
It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move.
Que ferro.
Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be
O gráfico
exhausting sometimes.
não tá bem lindo aí, mas tá
There's
suave.
always someone to
Olha, tá
please or
bonito, ó.
some perceived slight to smooth over.
Vai entender.
I fear it will only get
Eu
worse
acho que ia
when I
dizer
am
tipo o
queen.
foco. Ah,
Once they
entendi
know
o
the true
foco.
heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you. Do you agree?
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly.
Aí.
You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady.
É difícil,
There's
velho.
been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
I received a letter from my family. I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
That is no small request.
E eu falei que esse diálogo não ia ser bom, hein?
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks. And now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath
interessante.
within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Oh,
Thank you, my
e
lady.
aí
I will
deu
send a
boa, hein?
raven to my family at once.
Aí deu boa, aí deu boa. Tum, tchac, tchac, tum. Estrada Real, Mata de Lobos. Caraca, olha o do cavalo, que sinistro. Caraca, moleque frouxo.
Seven hells.
Nossa senhora.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Nossa, olha o Bolton
Did
ali,
you
o
know my
bastardo
ancestors wore
Bolton.
the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Nossa senhora.
Not my best work, unfortunately.
Oh,
I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat.
Errou.
I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these
Nossa,
foresters?
A day, my lord. Two
nossa,
at
um dia,
most.
2 dias só.
What was that?
My lord?
Milord.
There. Hear that?
Ferrou.
I know I heard
Fica
something.
parado. Nossa, esse maluco vinha pra tomar só uma, certeza. Eita.
Never mind.
Nossa,
We've wasted enough time already.
que tensão, maluco. Que tensão, maluco. Cara, eu me aqueceria ali em Roda do Fogo. E eles saíram daí e não vão voltar, né? Se é uma lança aquela Sinarte pegaria para mim também. Nossa senhora. Homens esfolados. Nossa senhora. Acabou aí, galera. Ah não, vamos continuar aí. Pensei que tinha acabado. Errei.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you.
Ponham
Gerhard the
você.
Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
Gregor.
He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
Why are you telling me this?
To help you rule, Lord Ethan. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others. The
Nossa.
Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move. Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan. Missed.
You spoke of judgment, Sir Royland. What judgment is that?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Is what Sir Royland said true?
Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee.
It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right!
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed. They're not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay?
Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day!
Leave the
Toma.
poor man alone!
Mercy. Go.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
Then you admit to the crime, in front of all gathered here.
I am only what this house made me. You cannot expect a man to live on loyalty alone.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
Ai, ai, ai. Vamos ver o que vamos fazer com ele. Eu decidirei. Acho que é nós que vamos fazer, certeza.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord.
Agir com
Family
clemência.
depends on me.
Cara, ele foi pego roubando armas. Eu devia enfiar pra muralha, mas vou agir com clemência. Porque a gente precisa deles de volta, pelo menos.
To its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He still serves House Forester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
Aí, ó, isso aí que eu quero, entendeu? Entendeu? Tá ok. Toma uma aguinha aqui. A aguinha é muito boa.
Certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
Disloyalty shouldn't be rewarded if others will take advantage of your mercy. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Cara, eu sei quem eu vou escolher, maluco.
Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance.
But Maester, that is what the small council is for.
My lord,
Cara, eu vou
you of
escolher
all people should know that too many voices
castelão da
muddy the
casa.
message. That is why there is one lord above all. And so there must be one advisor above the rest. There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council
Cara, eu vou
meeting.
dar
It would be wise to bestow
sentinela
this grace
pro
upon
cara
your
que eu
chosen
tio do
sentinel to show that you are
Gerard.
decisive and in control of this
Porque
house.
é o seguinte,
Your sentinel will wear this for all to
ele,
see.
o Lorde anterior, o Gregor,
It is my duty.
ele pediu pra
Come
falar o
speak with me when
boss
you're
lá
ready to
pra ele, né,
convene the
cara?
small council,
Então ele
my lord.
confiou, eu vou confiar também. Então, já decidi. Já decidi e vai ser ele. Cadê ele? Vou direto nele, quero nem saber. Falar com Dukan. Dukan?
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
Ih, já ganhou.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Actually, I wanted to ask, why did you send Garrett away?
I did it for your own protection, my lord. Garrett had to go. By sending him away myself, I thought it would keep you blameless in the eyes of the Whitehills. I only hope to give you an advantage, and I regret any action you disapprove of.
I understand. And you're forgiven.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your
É
service.
Toys, maluco. Vou dar pra ele o braçadeiro.
I've decided to name you as my sentinel. Congratulations.
Why, thank you, my lord. I'm honored. But are you sure?
Claro que eu tenho.
Of course. I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Then I accept. But first, you must summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Beleza.
Right.
Bora
I'll
oficializar
tell
isso.
Maester Otengrin to do it at once.
Vou ali falar com o maluco. Cara, eu podia explorar mais, né? Vamos aqui. Vamos ver a comida.
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure. But it doesn't look good.
Has anything gone missing?
No, doesn't look that way. Seems Eric was the only one to resort to thievery. But I'm still worried about our stores. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the Whitehills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
I trust you to make the right decision.
We'll have to take food from the small folk and hope they can fend for themselves. If the house falls, they'd all be worse for it. I'll see to the arrangements. My
Beleza.
lord.
Se algo vir a acontecer, estaremos preparados, então. Malcolm.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
Tio Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
Uncle, why are you packing? You're not going somewhere, are you?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job.
Por quê?
He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
I think you're wrong, Uncle.
You're young, and you still have much to learn. We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you. Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough.
Nossa,
But right now
velho.
I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
Well, I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always
Aí,
given me good
fechamos
advice.
junto.
Thank you.
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come. Yes, my lord?
I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the Whitehills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud. Seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
Your words are wise, Sir Royland.
Thank you, my lord.
I will consider them as I make my choice.
So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
Beleza, acho que eu já falei com todo mundo.
Come on, you dogs. You'll not be fighting
Ah, só olhar o portão. Aqui, ó. O pequeno.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers.
Dois
I
irmãos.
carved this to give me strength. And this, so I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But, oh, you know, don't you?
I'm honored.
Yeah. Someday, I'll have a real one. But not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword, I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man. Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them. Enemies.
Ele não é nosso inimigo.
No, he's not our enemy, but he did a bad thing.
Then I wish you'd hurt him. People who do bad things need to be punished. Someone did something bad to Father and Roderick. Someone should hurt them even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Caraca, menino tá guardando mó mago, hein? Então, fechou. Vamos falar com o mestre. Ele prepara tudo. Tá, cara, eu vou dar a abraçadeira pro Duncan.
Maester? Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Convoca lá então. Bora. Bora. Cara, um castelo simples é mais bonito, velho. Não tem erro aí, ó. Encher de arqueiro ali, ó. Pof.
You may sit.
Podem se
I
sentar.
believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
Não há vergonha em perder.
Whomever's not chosen should feel no shame. Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Duncan,
Duncan
é
Tuttle,
contigo.
you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle! This is reckless. Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council. Lord Ethan deserves to hear from all of us.
Let Sir Royland speak. I'd like to hear what he has to say. Sir Royland.
No. You chose your sentinel. He should speak on this.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf. But we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
There must be other options.
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough! Maester Ortengrin has swayed me. We will offer the Boltons a share of the ironwood, and we will promise our people to harvest it, thus securing their safety.
As Sentinel and Castellan, I must warn against this. You may do this for some gain now, but in the end, It will starve this house.
If we don't, there may be no House Forrester at all.
Verdade.
If you aren't ready for a fight,
Cara, tá muito
you're
tenso
bound
isso
to
daqui,
lose
velho.
when
Tá
war breaks
muito
out.
tenso.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Nossa, tá
Forgive
muito
us, my lord.
tenso.
We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
We could offer him the ironwood in the courtyard.
My lord, making this kind of offer outright may simply embolden Ramsay. There could be trouble, and all the house will be there to see it. Meet him in the hall. It will be more private, and he will not have an audience to play against you.
Lord Ethan?
Caraca, velho. Caraca, ele é um
I will meet
bastardo.
him at the gate.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this
Eita,
house.
maluco, o cara se virou
You're
contra eu.
likely to get us all killed.
Not another word.
Your father would not approve, my lord.
Eita, o maluco virou a costa. Ferrou, maluco.
Apologies, my son. I had expected better of him. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate.
And we will offer the ironwood, providing a safe future for this house.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Isso. Aí, caraca, acabou, velho. Nossa, que conflito interessante teve aqui, hein? Meu Deus.
But you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
Muito
There
interessante
will always be
isso.
those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you?
O moleque sofria bullying.
I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you.
Nossa. Cara, devido
I'm
às
trying to do what's best for this
circunstâncias
family. What this family needs.
que se encontra a casa,
Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
vou enviar o Malcolm, cara. Vou enviar porque
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring
ele
Asher
pode
back.
ajudar muito trazendo esse irmão. Se tão como dizendo que ele é um lutador
Thank you, Ethan.
bom lá,
I'm
que
glad
ele
you
treinou
let me do
ele e o
this.
outro que morreu lá.
Know
Vai
that
ser
you
muito
never
bom pra
stand
casa
alone.
ter um bom
You are a
guerreiro
Forrester.
que nele.
Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Ok. Fiz as escolhas. É boca braba, então. Galera. Opa. Galera, vamos ficar por aqui com esse vídeo aqui, tá? Deixe seu comentário no vídeo aí, curtam ele, compartilhem. E vamos ficar nesse vídeo aqui. A gente volta nessa mesma parte aqui, ó, quando a gente retornar, tá no próximo vídeo. É isso. Obrigado a todos que estão acompanhando a série. Desculpa pelo possivelmente o áudio estar um pouco com ruídos. E muito obrigado. Boa noite, boa tarde e bom dia, dependendo do horário que você vai estar assistindo. Valeu, falou, um abraço e é nóis!